Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwartner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure of meeting with Spencer Wixom. He is the CEO of the Brooks Group. Welcome, Spencer.
Thank you, Gerhard. It's great to be here.
The reason we are talking today is because you and I collaborated on a survey on sales performance, and you were sort of in the driver's seat. You framed really good questions, and I'd like for you to share just 2 or 3 highlights of what you have learned from the survey.
I look really very much forward to presenting these details, these results at the upcoming summit in a couple of weeks. Looking forward to that, but let me just give you a little bit of a preview. So first of all, let me tell you what motivated us to do the study. Number one, we're seeing a lot of economic uncertainty in 2023 coming into 2024. So we really wanted to understand the decisions that sales leaders were making, the actions that they were taking in light of that economic uncertainty. There's a lot of change in buyer dynamics, but you layer on top of that some of the complexities we're seeing on the sales side. We're seeing generational shift, older generation of sellers retiring, new generation of sellers coming in with a very different mindset, behavioral style. Customers are much more concerned about cash flow and operations. And then there's just this general difficult mindset among sellers right now. So we wanted to take all of those things together and really understand what are the actions and priorities that the organizations that are hitting and exceeding targets doing. So that was the background for the study.
I remember looking at the survey and I was really struck with what percentage of companies actually adhere to the prescribed sales process. What are the real numbers here?
First of all, everybody's got a sales process, right? 95+% of organizations would say that they have one. But the big difference we found, very stark difference, is the organizations that were very consistently hitting and exceeding targets had very high adherence to process. The organizations that were not hitting targets consistently had very low or rare adherence to process. So it is really today, it's going back to that process adherence, making sure that every seller through every step knows what they can do. And what's interesting is just today, I saw findings from another study that really correlated that. We're seeing that, I think, identified by multiple organizations right now as process is one of the critical foundational things.
And I think the remedy, what I'm hearing is you need 2 things. One is you need a technology that shows the revenue engine's inner workings so you can track it. But secondly, you need to have managers that like a hawk when it comes to coaching, that they should not ignore the red flags and the yellow flags that are constantly coming up when they look at what salespeople are really doing.
The burden on sellers right now is, number one, they need to consistently know what they can do in every situation and have an action that they can take. What's the first thing you need to do? You need to know what you can do in every situation. Then you have to have the skill or the capability to do it. A couple of skills popped in particular that were important for them to focus on. And I'm going to talk about this more on the 20th. Number one is investigation, is doing really good pre-call planning to understand the situation that you're going into. Number two is having the discipline and the capability to go deep in discovery, to really focus on understanding those emotional wants that lie below. And then third, positioning your solution appropriately to speak to improvement or return in the customer's business. So I need to adhere to a process consistently, which means I need teammates or I need support in doing that. And what does that support look like? It looks like technology, like you said, that prompts me to be able to do these things effectively and to track and manage it. And I need skilled, expert human beings coaching me and supporting me on.
It's going to be a really fascinating keynote that you're delivering at our Sales Transformation Summit, March 20th and 21st. And there's a link below where you can sign up to it. It is free, and you're going to watch some really amazing presentations. So Spencer, tell us where people can get a copy of your survey.
You can always go to our website, thebrooksgroup.com. You can follow us on LinkedIn. We're definitely promoting it on LinkedIn quite a bit. But when we get to the presentation, if you want to hear it from me first and then get the report afterward, we'll have a QR code there for everyone to scan and download it.
Thank you, Spencer. Go to thebrooksgroup.com now and explore it.